your second video. I'm going to take it for granted that you've already done your warm-up, so we're going to go straight into mat work, and as always I want you to modify any exercise that's not right for you. So we're going to start with threading the needle. So come to your 4-point kneeling, and I want you to draw your bottom slightly back. Start with your right arm, inhale, exhale, draw the navel back and rotate. And as you breathe in, turn towards the side of the room. So we exhale and we breathe in deeply. And we're mobilising our thoracic spine and working our waist and our obliques. And obviously if you want to do more repetitions, you can stop the video and do so. I'm going to change to the other arm now. I inhale, exhale, draw the navel back, rotate. And breathe in and stretch to the side. Remember, you're breathing out through your mouth and breathing in through your nose. And one more. Now draw back into your shell stretch and hold that stretch while you take 2 deep breaths, drawing the breath into the sides and back of the rib cage. Now moving into back extension. So lie on your tummy in prone position, level 1. One hand on top of the other in front of you and shoulder blades down. I want you to check that your feet are hip width apart. Inhale, exhale, draw the navel back. As you breathe in, lift the breastbone and the shoulders away from the floor. So this is level 1. If you want to stay with level 1, you can still lift alternating legs. I'm going to go into the arrow level 2. Arms by my side, palms turned in. Now I want you to focus on your scapula or shoulder blades, draw them down. Breathe in, breathe out, draw the navel back. Breathe in on your extension and breathe out lower. Can you see how I keep my chin very slightly tucked? So the back of the neck, the cervical spine is well aligned. Now I'm going to lift alternating legs. So at the moment we're working in sagittal plane. Now I'm going to add on, if it's right for your back, join me. I'm going to leave the leg line, I'm going to breathe in, come up. Breathe out, side flexion. Inhale, exhale, inhale and lower. So we breathe in to extend, breathe out, side flexion, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in and lower. Now all the time I'm working, I'm drawing my navel lightly back to my spine, so I'm engaging deep stabilising muscle, the belt muscle. Again, if you want to do more reps, do. Otherwise you could do more arrows, alternating the legs. Or again, if you have no back issues or issues with your sacroiliac joint, you may be happy to lift both legs at the same time as you do your arrow. So following our extension work, we want to mobilise the lumbar spine. So you come to your Sphinx position, elbows under shoulders, knees under hips, spine neutral. Breathe in. As you breathe out, draw the navel back, tuck the pelvis under, and breathe in, return to neutral. So you exhale, tuck, posterior tilt, and then you breathe in and you come back to your natural curved position in your lumbar spine. While I'm doing this, I'm relaxing the gluteal muscles of the bottom. Navel drawing back to spine, or as you know, you can focus on your pelvic floor and lift the pelvic floor muscles instead. So you're exhaling, tucking under, and breathe in, return. We're going to come back to 4-point kneeling, and we're going to go into opposite arm and leg slide, starting with just the legs first today. So check your heads in line with your shoulders, check neutral, inhale, exhale, navel draws back, extend the leg, and breathe in, and breathe out, extend. So you know that the aim of the exercise is to be able to balance a tray of glasses on your lower back. So you can see how I'm ensuring that I don't shift the body weight from side to side. So working on our core stability. I'm going to add the opposite arm. I exhale and I breathe in. You can also see how I put my hand back under my shoulder and my knee under my hip, which means I'm also working on my proprioception. Guys, I'm going to add on again. This is totally up to you. Exhale, extend. Breathe in, whoops, targeting the radiator there, and come back and return. So you exhale, breathe in, turn. Get as much range of movement as you can, or as your furniture will allow. Exhale, breathe in all the time, navel drawing back to the spine, shoulder blades drawing down, and cervical spine and neck well aligned with thoracic spine, the upper back. Exhale, inhale on rotation. I'm going to do one more to each side. And then I'm going to draw back once again into my shell stretch. Taking my hands, you're going to take your hands over to the right, left hand on top, and hold for 2 deep breaths. Now over to the other side, right hand on top, hold for 2 deep breaths. And then come back up. Now I'm hoping to teach you from kneeling now. I need to check with my director that he can see me in the camera. Okay, so that's okay. All right, guys, a little bit of kneeling work. Side flexion. Now if you're not happy kneeling, you come to standing, that's no problem. Check your position, neutral, shoulder blades down. Breathe in. As you breathe out, drawing the navel back, reach from side to side. So that's level 1. Now I'm going to take the arm up over the head. So I exhale and I breathe in deeply and I breathe out. So I'm creating a lovely stretch down the side of the body. Again, I'm keeping it quite basic in these videos. Let's do one more to each side. Exhale, stretch, inhale. Now, spine twist, hands on your shoulders, inhale, exhale, rotate. So you can keep your hands on your shoulders. Can you see how I keep my hips forward? I'm turning from my waist, but I'm going to add a very simple arm line. Shoulder blades down, breathe in, breathe out, pull the arms down by your side. So you exhale and inhale. Move with your breath and give yourself time to breathe in deeply. Think of the lungs, remember I said on the previous video, as 2 deflated balloons that you're filling with air. Let's do one more to each side. And then moving back into sagittal plane, a little bit of forward flexion. Inhale, exhale, round your back. Breathe in, open and stretch out. Exhale and inhale. Just 2 more. Good job. Guys, we're going to lie on our side now. And we're going to target outer thigh and hip. So, if you want to bend your underneath leg to give yourself more base, please do. I'm going to straighten both legs. So look at my positioning. My hips are stacked. My shoulders are stacked. My head is in line with my shoulders, as is my arm. And I've got a little gap there between the waist and the mat so that my spine is neutral. Okay, let's start to work outer thigh and hip. Inhale. Exhale, engage the belt muscle. Lift the top leg just to hip height. Breathe in, flex, lower. So I point as I lift and I flex as I lower. Can you see how my pelvis is stable and the hips don't rock forward or back? I'm going to add on again. I point the foot and I lift the upper body. Again, look at my leg. I'm not doing a very high lift. The leg comes up in line with the hip. Now I'm going to lift both legs. I exhale, inhale. Now if you're fairly new to the exercise, this is the time when the pelvis might shift, or the hips shift forward and back. Now if you look at my hips, they're staying stacked, and that's what I want you to aim for. So I'm exhaling as I lift, inhaling as I lower. Guys, we're going to do 2 more. And then I want to get a little bit more range of movement at the hip joint. So I bend the underneath leg, and I'm going to move a little bit with the direction there. Is that better? Is that better? Okay, and we're going to go into bicycle exercise. Right, lots to think about. Inhale, exhale, engage the belt muscle. Breathe in, bring the leg forward, and take the leg behind. Inhale and exhale. I'm breathing in with pointed foot, and I breathe out, flex the foot, and the leg goes back. So we're getting a stretch on the hamstring, and when the leg goes back, getting a lovely stretch on the front of the hip. Breathe in as the leg comes forward, breathe out, take the leg back. Again, can you see how I'm keeping my hips stacked as I work? I will go from into an anterior tilt, and the leg goes back, but I'm not letting the hips rock. I'm going to do 1 more. And then you can choose whether you want to do side bend with me, or as you do in class, choose another exercise. So you can either come onto the side of your arm, or you can have your arm straight. If it's straight, please make sure that your hand is in front of your shoulder as opposed to under it. You've got the knees, hips, ankles even, knees and hips stacked. It's so much easier when you're actually there with me. Right, we're going to start. Inhale, exhale, navel draws back, and we stretch, and we breathe in lower. So I'm going to keep to absolute basic side bends on the video, but you know the little fancy add-ons, rotation, etc. Perhaps adding that kick with the leg, and if you want to do those, please do. So I'm exhaling and inhaling deeply. I'm going to do 2 more. And then I'm going to come to sitting. Taking the legs in front, we're going to stretch outer thigh and hip. Take your leg across, draw it to you, turn, and draw your chin gently down. So you're stretching out the back of the neck. So think what you're trying to achieve, a stretch for outer thigh and hip. So you're gently drawing the leg across, and look how I'm holding my leg. I'm not holding at the knee, the vulnerable joint area. I'm holding on the leg itself. Good job. In class I normally break it up now, as you know, it's like more interesting in between, but we're going to go straight to the other side, guys. And I think if I come here, is that working? I'm going to come here. Bend the underneath leg if you wish, or both legs straight. Hips stacked, shoulders stacked, head in line with the shoulders. Got the fingertips in front. Inhale. Exhale, navel draws back with the top leg with pointed foot. Breathe in, flex, lower. Exhale and inhale. Again, look at the lift, just a small lift, just to hip height. This time with pointed foot, I lift the top leg and the upper body. Exhale and inhale deeply. Check that you're constantly drawing the navel lightly back to the spine. Now this time, guys, I'm going to lift both legs and the upper body. Think of your waist. I'm not pushing my waist into the floor. I'm keeping a little gap between the waist and the mat. Also, visualise being in the middle of a tug of war and you're being stretched and lengthened as you lift. 2 more. Then into bicycle exercise, so the underneath leg is bent. I might have a bit of trouble with this. Okay, underneath leg bent. Rest lightly on the hand, inhale. Exhale, engage the belt muscle, bring the leg forward and take the leg behind. I breathe in as the leg comes forward. I breathe out as the leg goes back. my foot is pointed, and then my foot is flexed. Inhale deeply and exhale. If you're tight on the hamstrings, when the leg goes back, you might find it quite tricky to keep the hips stacked. But if you practice your Pilates, gradually, hopefully your flexibility will increase, and so will your stability, and the exercises obviously will get easier, as you know. 3 more. Then it's side bend, or you choose another exercise as you would in class. Side of the arm, or arm straight, hand in front of the shoulder, guys. Head in line with the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, navel draws back, and we stretch. And we breathe in. We've got 3 more. And 1 more. And then come to sitting again. Stretching out a thigh and hip. Take the leg across, draw it to you. Turn. Draw your chin down. So focus on getting the stretch on the outer thigh and hip. Guys, I'm going to give you just a couple more exercises. Now on this video, I want to make my videos short because it takes a long time to download them. So I want you after this to either do some more or go into the stretches that we do in class. Okay, but what I'm going to do is prep for roll up. So we're lying down, knees, feet, hip width, pelvis in its neutral position, arms above the head, palms turned in, lower ribs on the mat. Breathe in, raise the arms. Breathe out, draw the navel back, curl forward, look to the horizon. Breathe in, the arms come up. Breathe out, take the arms behind. Now I know some of you from your lovely emails are actually doing this with your family at home. Okay guys, that's the end of the class. We ran out of memory when I was doing the roll up. You know level 2 and 3, and I will start the next video that I do for you with the roll up. Please finish the class with your stretches that we do in class. Okay, see you soon.